next guest is a Golden Globe-winning Academy Award-nominated actor you know from Reservation Dogs and Killers of the Flower Moon. She stars in Under the Bridge, which is streaming now on Hulu. Let's take a look.
I'm so sick of this telephone game with these kids. Need something real from them, you know?
Use the press. Scare them.
Dad wants us to put up a united front. I think it'd be easy.
I mean, you don't have to do anything psycho. Just spook them a little bit, you know? They'll start messing up.
Please welcome to the show, Lily Gladstone, everybody. Welcome to the show. How are you?
I'm great. I'm so happy to be here.
I am impressed. You seem to have a lot of energy right now. I know you were at the Met Ball very late last night.
Very late last night.
First
early
Met Ball.
this
Did you
morning,
enjoy
I guess.
yourself?
It's amazing.
Great. You looked wonderful.
Thank you.
It was beautiful. And I know there is some significance to the dress. Fill us in.
So the dress, it's amazing if you go to Gabriella Hearst's Instagram, you can see the way that the constellations were laid out. Every one of these stars recycled silver made by Kiowa artist Carrie Atombai. And they're arranged in the actual constellations that you would see on the northern plains where I grew up on the summer solstice.
Unbelievable.
Which is a really powerful time of year for our people. And both Kiowa, where Carrie's from, her nation, and Blackfeet, where I'm from, our origin story is that we came from the stars. We came from Sky Woman, who fell to earth and created everything for us. And then when we pass away, we return to the stars. Blackfeet call the Milky Way the Wolf Trail. And you join your ancestors and walk with them for the rest of eternity. So being draped in this cape with these stars was kind of Gabriella and Carrie's way of saying that I have my ancestors with me when I'm walking.
Unbelievable. What a... Yeah. Also, you mentioned the Blackfeet Nation. They honored you this year with Lily Gladstone Day.
Yes,
and I feel like this photo, I feel like we're catching you in a real moment of appreciation in this photo. Like, hand on heart. That's a really special... Was that a big day?
It was. Biggest day of my life, honestly.
That's great.
One of my aunties, I don't think she's in that picture, but Theda Newbreast is her name. She's also on Reservation Dogs. She has a great little cameo on there. But she was interviewed by the Missoulian, and she said this day was, for us, bigger than the Oscars, and it really was. I mean, there are about 100 women who have this headdress that are in Women's Headdress Society, and all of these ladies are community leaders. They're social workers. They work with children, with elders. They work with violence prevention. They work in missing, murdered Indigenous peoples. Just everything that our communities deal with. They're the ones who are there and keeping us going. So that that the society asked me to become a part of them. It's tremendous. It's something that selects you. It's nothing I would have ever dreamed for myself. But yeah, it's kind of my life before this and then my life after this.
What an amazing thing that is as well. You had been at this for a while, but obviously, Killers of the Flower Moon, everybody...
Right.
For most of us, it was the first time we got to know you.
Yeah.
And you said something recently because you're in this wonderful new show. And I heard you say that working with Robert De Niro and Leonardo DiCaprio is not as intimidating as working with teenagers. And can I just tell you that really resonated? That really resonated for me. Like,
you have teenagers?
How quickly, I don't have teenagers, but I remember once, like, I'll do stand-up, and one time they said, hey, would you do this event at a high school? And I walked out, and immediately it was like, oh, no, 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 no.
Exactly.
Their eyes are different.
They are. Oh, my God. It's like, I feel like there's such power in adolescence. It's when your identity's forming. It's when you're really getting a sense of what you care about in the world, and everything is so intense, like hormones, whatever it is. So when you're in a scene with teenagers that are playing some truly scary, like,
right, yeah.
scary kids and scary moments, all of the kids are so brilliant. I mean, they're all very, very kind human beings and tremendous actors, but being in a scene with somebody who's that close to these fresh discoveries, because they're coming online as adults, and it's, I don't know, there's something that's a lot more raw and a lot more in the moment, spontaneous, and a little intimidating about it, so Yeah.
It's very funny to think that you could say to Robert De Niro, "You don't scare me." I have a teenager.
Right. Chloe Guidry scares me. Robert De Niro does not.
You, I believe, and tell me if I'm wrong, but so this is you and Riley Keough and Under the Bridge. She's wonderful as well. We're a big fan of hers. But the teenagers knew her from Daisy Jones and the Six.
Right.
But Killers of the Flower Moon had not come out yet when you started shooting.
Nope.
So did they have any sense of your previous work before that?
Not really. I mean, I know that Izzy G, who plays Kelly Ellard in it, her parents and everybody, they kind of looked me up, and I think they'd seen another film of mine. But other than that, I was kind of a mystery to the kids, which was great because it's strange. Cam says it in the series, but I felt it in that cop uniform. It changes how people are around you. And when I was in uniform around these kids who had nobody'd seen what I'd done before. It's like they were probably 4 when certain women came out, and not everybody's diving into these these independent dramas when they're 4 years old. So it was kind of fun to be like, I really loved the gift of that because it created a really authentic sort of relationship I got to have with them. There wasn't this. Riley was like a rock star to those kids.
Sure.
Literally, because Daisy Jones, we were watching it every week. There were episodes dropping while we were filming, and everybody was so excited and that they get to be doing this with Riley. And then I leave for Cannes, Killers premieres. There's a lot of press around it, and then I go back, and then everybody's like, oh, this is who you are. You're not actually a cop.
We thought you were a cop.
Right.
You're like, I'm an undercover cop.
Exactly.
These are Killer, obviously, Under the Bridge, heavy works, very moving dramas. I'm also very happy when I heard that you are starring in a remake of the comedy Wedding Banquet. This is a wonderful Ang Lee film. And it's going to be you and your co-star is going to be Bowen Yang.
Bowen Yang, yep. So excited. It was so sweet. I actually just met him in person about 10 minutes ago.
Oh, really?
He came down from the SNL stage to say hi.
Oh, that's fantastic.
He smells so good.
Oh, that's good. And I've heard you will not work with someone who's not great smelling.
Nope, it's in my contract.
That's your one thing in your rider. Hey, congratulations on everything. It is so lovely to meet you in person. Thank you. Lily Gladstone, everybody, Under the Bridge is streaming on Hulu. We'll be right